Failing to consider the specific information needs of stakeholders and the project can limit the effectiveness and efficiency of project communications. When planning your approach to project communications, consider who needs what information, who's authorized to access what information, when stakeholders will need the information, and how information will be formatted, stored, and retrieved. Other factors, such as time zones, languages, and cross-cultural factors, may also exist and need to be accounted for in the communications management plan. For example, suppose an external stakeholder is the design expert for a new product design. He's to be informed of progress and any anticipated or occurring issues with the implementation of the design. He's authorized to retrieve all status reports and issue logs pertaining to this design. So each week, as the project work progresses, all work performance data on the design implementation is to be delivered to him. Making sure this stakeholder's information needs are met is in the best interest of the project because his expertise is crucial to the project's success. All the information needed to meet the stakeholder's information requirements will be documented in the Communications Management Plan. In order to prepare a detailed communications management plan, you'll want to refer to some important tools from your stakeholders' management plan. After all, your stakeholders are the core group you will be communicating with. You have likely already outlined the requirements for communicating with various stakeholder groups based on their requirements and locations. This information can be found in the Stakeholder Register. The Stakeholder Register contains all the contact information for your project stakeholders. It also tells you about their attitudes towards the project and levels of influence they may exert over project outcomes, as well as their preferences related to the frequency and format of reports and other communications. Another source of information is the Stakeholder Register. When examining a stakeholder register for communications requirements, you're looking for details related to the assessment that was carried out in the stakeholders. The assessment information includes major requirements and expectations or product features most important to the stakeholder. For example, record the type of report or information that corresponds to each requirement, such as schedule status reports for stakeholders who require the project finish on time, or earned value reports for the CFO who expects a certain margin of profitability. Record the person's potential influence over the project. For stakeholders with moderate to high levels of influence, record communications that will promote a high level of satisfaction, such as regular phone calls or meetings in person. Finally, record the phase in the life cycle during which the person will be most interested. Cross-reference the project schedule and your own to-do list so that you are sure to communicate with stakeholders at the right times in the project life cycle, such as sending a heads-up to the manager of the laboratory a week before soil testing begins. In this example, the project manager notes that for the client, Ian Betts, the most important requirement is that the project meet minimum government standard while not exceeding the budget of $250,000. The project manager records in the Communications Management Plan that she will report any changes in the legislation to Ian immediately and also send him weekly cost performance reports. Effective project communications is all about meeting the information needs of your stakeholders, so each project requires an approach that's targeted to those needs. Planning an appropriate project communications approach is necessary to avoid potential disasters that could derail your project. A key guideline to help you plan an effective approach and avoid the negative results is to target communications properly. Because the information needs of stakeholders differ, it's important to target communications so that they're delivered in the right format, at the right time, to the right audience, and have the intended impact. This helps stakeholders make informed decisions in a timely fashion. Changes to the project environment and the outcome of project activities may require you to revise your approach to make sure it still meets project communication requirements. Also, because project requirements are different at different stages throughout the project lifecycle, it's important to review the communications approach throughout the project. For example, consider how communications requirements might differ between planning and executing project work. During planning, you may need to communicate frequently with functional managers to gain their support and get their commitment to provide resources for the project work to be done. However, as the project work progresses, it may take less work to maintain the support of functional managers. In summary, considering stakeholder information needs and utilizing the stakeholder register will help you to develop your communications approach and keep stakeholders properly informed throughout the project.